It's Marilyn, day 2, New York City. We made it through another day. We started bright and early though. Well, not really too bright and not really too early, but we met the Associated Press group at our hotel here in Times Square. We talked. You never know what they want to talk about. It is, to say the least, it's interesting, but the reporter from the AP and the photographer this morning gathered around me, and of all things they started giving me samples of Chinese or Asian foods that are going on the market, and they're doing this story, I think, for the business pages of the New York Times, and they wanted me to taste them and tell them what I thought of them, and so here I sit tasting cookies and things filling Oreo cookies with Asian fillings and whether or not I like them. Actually, I didn't really like them very well. And potato chips, too, with Asian flavors. I did like one set of cookies they had there, and it was kind of an orange filling. Hydrox cookies. They're pretty good that way. Well, so we ate them. This actually is the cookie. They asked me if I wanted to take the rest of the boxes home, and I really didn't. You know, there is a limit to what you can do, but these whatever cookies they're very good. I'll bring them home in case anyone wants to try them. That is, unless I get hungry in the airplane, then I'll eat them all. I hope I don't have to sit in the middle seat on the way home, but I'm not going to worry about going home yet. We have all day tomorrow, and it's going to be kind of an exciting day. We're going to the Anderson Cooper filming tomorrow, and I believe that's going to be shown next week. I don't think it's going to be live, but again, I'm going to try not to call him Cooper Anderson. I'm going to try my best to do things right. Today, I was served a lunch in a most swanky restaurant, and it was one serving after another. I'm never sure why they want me to eat these things, but I've always liked to eat, so I ate 4 or 5 course meal, and then I came back to the hotel, and Ryan gave me a couple hours off, and that was wonderful because I had time to write. I wrote some information about the dinner that we had last night, and I sent it to the Grand Forks Herald. Then we decided that we should see how the other half lived. After all, we've been going to these hoi polloi places, and we've been driven around by cars that come and pick us up and take us here and there. So Ryan and I went out walking. We did Times Square, and we went to a Shake Shack. There are about a half dozen Shake Shacks in New York, and one of the employees over there told us 2 more are opening. We stood in line outside. They come out and they give you a menu, and you stand in line maybe 10, 15 minutes. You go in and you order. And we ordered the burgers, and we had, I had a glass of wine in a plastic cup, and I think Ryan had a beer. I don't pay much attention. I'm always so busy looking and talking to other people. You would think that these people in these long lines in this crowded place weren't really people, but we sat down there, and there was a man who used to live in Canada and his daughter, and they were on their way to a Broadway show. We had a nice visit with them. We went out and walked around Times Square. That's really New York. It's really a zoo. But we were amazed at the long lines of people for going into the shows, the Broadway shows. There were lines coming every which way and that. And then we passed a place that was a bowling alley, and it said, "Come on in, we have a live snake." We didn't go in there. We wandered around through Times Square. We dodged the taxi cabs at the intersections. We managed to make it back to the hotel. Now we're going to rest up, and we're ready to go for one more day in the Big Apple, and then it'll be back to reality in Grand Forks.